Long before humans ruled this planet, Earth belonged to monsters, real monsters. Creatures so powerful that if they were alive today, entire ecosystems would change just to survive them. Today we are diving into the most terrifying extinct predator species that ever existed on Earth. First, we go into the ancient oceans. And trust me, the ocean was a far more terrifying place than land. Our first monster is Liopleurodon. This creature lived about 160 million years ago, during the Jurassic period. And if you think sharks are scary today, Liopleurodon would make them look harmless. It was a massive marine reptile belonging to a group called Plesiosaurs. Scientists estimate some individuals could reach 10 to 12 meters long, about 35 to 40 feet. That is roughly the size of a large school bus, swimming silently in dark prehistoric seas. But the most terrifying part was not its size, it was its bite. Liopleurodon had a skull over 1.5 meters long, filled with dozens of long, dagger-shaped teeth designed for grabbing slippery prey. Fish, marine reptiles, even other predators, nothing was safe. And its sense of smell was incredibly powerful. Its nostrils could detect prey from kilometers away underwater. Imagine swimming, completely unaware, while something the size of a bus has already smelled you and is slowly coming closer. And once it grabbed you, escape was almost impossible. Now let's meet another ocean nightmare. Kronosaurus. If Liopleurodon was terrifying, Kronosaurus was brutal. It lived about 125 million years ago, during the early Cretaceous period. This predator grew around 10 meters long and weighed nearly 10 tons. But what truly made Kronosaurus horrifying was its jaw power. Its skull alone could reach 3 meters long, and its bite force is estimated to be one of the strongest in marine reptile history. Those massive conical teeth were not meant for slicing, they were meant for crushing. Sea turtles, large fish, and other marine reptiles were all part of its menu. Kronosaurus did not carefully eat its prey. It bit, shook, and tore them apart violently. Fossil evidence even suggests Kronosaurus sometimes attacked its own species. Imagine an ocean where even the top predator is not safe from another one just like it. Now, just when you think you have seen the worst of land and sea, look up, because the sky was not safe either. Meet Quetzalcoatlus. This creature lived about 68 million years ago, near the end of the dinosaur era. And it was not just another flying animal. It was one of the largest flying creatures to ever exist. Its wingspan could reach up to 10 to 11 meters, around the size of a small airplane. Yes, a flying animal as wide as a plane silently gliding above prehistoric landscapes. But what makes Quetzalcoatlus truly terrifying is not just its size, it is how it hunted. Unlike modern birds that rely only on flight, Quetzalcoatlus was also a powerful ground predator. It stood as tall as a giraffe when on land, walking on long, stilt-like legs. Its neck was long and flexible, and its beak was massive, sharp, and spear-like. There were no teeth. It did not need them. Quetzalcoatlus likely hunted it by stalking prey on the ground, then striking with lightning speed. Small dinosaurs, mammals, and other animals could be grabbed in an instant, and once caught, they were swallowed whole. Imagine walking through an open prehistoric plain. The ground is quiet, the air feels still. Then suddenly a massive shadow passes over you. You look up, and before you can react, a giant beak drops from the sky. In the world of Quetzalcoatlus, even the sky was a hunting ground. There was nowhere to hide. Andrewsarchus. This creature lived about 45 million years ago. For a long time it was considered the largest carnivorous land mammal ever discovered. The strange part is that scientists have only found one massive skull, but that skull alone was 83 centimeters long, enormous for a mammal predator. Based on estimates, Andrewsarchus may have weighed over 10 kilograms. It likely looked somewhat like a giant wolf mixed with a hyena and a wild boar. Its jaws were built for crushing bones, and it probably hunted large mammals or scavenged giant carcasses. Imagine encountering a predator the size of a small horse with a skull built like a bone-crushing machine running toward you. Now we meet one of the most famous prehistoric killers, Smilodon, better known as the saber-toothed tiger. Although technically it wasn't a tiger at all, Smilodon lived between 25 million and 10 years ago. And its most terrifying feature was those 20-centimeter-long saber teeth. But interestingly, those teeth weren't designed to crush bones. Instead, Smilodon used them like precision daggers. It would ambush prey, pin it down with incredibly powerful forelimbs, and then deliver a deep, surgical throat bite, cutting arteries and ending the hunt quickly. Smilodon hunted giant prehistoric animals such as bison, horses, and young mammoths. And if you ever saw those enormous curved teeth coming toward your neck, you probably had seconds left to live. But Smilodon wasn't hunting alone in the Ice Age. Another terrifying predator walked beside it, the dire wolf. Much larger and stronger than modern wolves, dire wolves lived until about 10,000 years ago. They were roughly 25% heavier than grey wolves, with thicker skulls and stronger jaws. But the real horror was their hunting strategy. They hunted in packs. Fossil sites like the La Brea tar pits have uncovered thousands of dire wolf skeletons, suggesting there were enormous numbers of them. A pack of dire wolves could surround massive prey, exhausting it before delivering the final attack. Imagine hearing dozens of deep howls echoing across a frozen Ice Age landscape and realizing they are getting closer. Finally, we arrive at one of the largest land predators ever discovered, Giganotosaurus. This giant dinosaur lived about 98 million years ago in South America and may have been even longer than Tyrannosaurus rex. Giganotosaurus could grow over 13 meters long and weigh roughly 8 tons. But what made it truly terrifying was its hunting style. Unlike T-Rex, which relied on crushing bites, Giganotosaurus likely used repeated slashing attacks. Its teeth were sharp, serrated blades perfect for tearing flesh. Some scientists even believe Giganotosaurus may have hunted in groups. If that's true, imagine multiple 40-foot predators working together to bring down enormous dinosaurs. Meet Sarcosuchus, nicknamed Super Croc. This monster lived about 112 million years ago in ancient Africa. Modern crocodiles can reach around 20 feet long. Sarcosuchus could grow up to 40 feet long and weigh around 8 to 10 tons. That means this creature could grow twice the size of today's largest crocodiles. Its skull alone was over 6 feet long. Imagine a crocodile the size of a city bus hiding in muddy rivers, waiting, silent, then suddenly snap. Sarcosuchus likely hunted dinosaurs that came to drink water. Some paleontologists believe it could grab large prey, drag them underwater, and perform the infamous death roll. Now picture being a dinosaur. You approach a river to drink. The water is calm, too calm. Then something enormous explodes out of the water and you are gone in seconds. Now let's dive even deeper into something far more ancient. Meet Dunkleosteus. This creature lived about 360 million years ago during the Devonian period, long before dinosaurs even existed. And it might be one of the most terrifying fish ever created by evolution. Dunkleosteus could grow around 10 meters long. But here is the horrifying part. It had no teeth. Instead, it had razor-sharp bone plates that formed giant scissor-like jaws. And those jaws could snap shut in less than 1/50th of a second, one of the fastest biting speeds ever recorded in any animal. Its bite force is estimated at over 8,000 pounds per square inch. That is enough to crush bones, armor, and shells. Fossil evidence even shows Dunkleosteus sometimes bit other Dunkleosteus in half. Yes, even its own species was not safe. The Devonian oceans were basically ruled by a 10-meter armored fish with guillotine jaws. Now let's talk about the king of prehistoric sea monsters, Mosasaurus. If you have seen movies about prehistoric oceans, you might recognize this name. But reality was even more terrifying. Mosasaurus lived about 70 million years ago, near the end of the dinosaur era, and it was massive. Some species grew up to 17 meters long, over 55 feet. That is larger than a semi-truck. It looked like a giant lizard mixed with a shark. But the scariest feature was its teeth. It actually had 2 sets of teeth. The second set sat inside the roof of its mouth, helping pull prey deeper into its throat and preventing escape. Once Mosasaurus grabbed something, it was being swallowed, whether it liked it or not. Fossils show it ate sharks, turtles, fish, seabirds, and even other mosasaurs. The oceans back then were not just dangerous. They were dominated by something that could swallow animals whole. In the prehistoric world, survival wasn't guaranteed. It was a constant battle, and these predators were the ultimate hunters. The terrifying truth is that these creatures weren't monsters from horror movies. They were real animals. They lived, they hunted, and for millions of years they ruled this planet. Thankfully, evolution and extinction removed them from our world. Because if even one of these predators still existed today, exploring the wild would be a very different experience. And honestly, which one do you think was the most terrifying? The armored bone-crushing Dunkleosteus, the gigantic ocean predator Mosasaurus, or the pack-hunting direwolves? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed exploring the darkest predators in Earth's history, make sure to subscribe. Because the prehistoric world still hides many more terrifying secrets.